Hi, I'm Davy. I'm awesome, but chilly. And welcome to Davy's Awesome Stories, where I tell funny stories from my past or go on a rant in an effort to make you laugh. And this week, it came to my attention, I have not done one of these in just over a year. I mentioned I can do hundreds of these, probably thousands at this point. But let's get into the sixth one, the Annoying Customer Playlist, Part 6. So many things that customers say that are annoying, but in these playlists, I like to focus on things that you hear multiple times in retail, or you have heard multiple times if you've worked retail. Starting with the first one I'm getting into. It is really freaking annoying how often this happens in retail. And it's funny that this happens no matter what kind of retail you work. Whether you work at places that are kind of small, specific, like a pharmacy or a gas station, or like a place that just sells like crafts or something. I've heard from this in places that work at beauty centers, not salons, but places that sell beauty products. I've gotten this working at specifically grocery stores or even huge chains, the kinds that sell pretty much everything. No matter how big or small it is, you have to deal with customers calling, going, "I'm too lazy to come in and look. Can you tell me if you have this?" Oh my freaking Lord, get your ass down there and try looking. I'm sorry that you think your time is so important and ours isn't, that you shouldn't come in and actually look for something. But for God's sakes, we are busy. Believe it or not, we are actually working. And you expect us to drop everything because you're too lazy to come and look if we have something. I hate it. To this day it happens. Even though now almost all these places have websites with mobile apps that tell you whether or not we have it. And I discussed in, not the last one, but the one before that, how annoying that gets when it turns out, no, we don't. But before these apps, since these apps, people still do this. They still call us all the friggin' time asking if we can go look for it. And the most messed up part about it is we can't really say no. You are the customer. So we go and look. Now I will admit, by looking, sometimes if we have some kind of an idea where it is, we'll go look and actually see if there's one there. Sometimes, though, if we're really busy, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go back to whatever we were stocking or ring some people up, depending on what we're doing. And then a couple minutes later, we're going to come back and we're just going to guess. If it's something we're pretty sure we have, we're going to tell you, yeah, we have it. If it's something we're not sure, we're going to tell you, no, not right now. People look at it like, oh, you're so lazy for that? No, I'm not lazy. I'm busy. You're the one being lazy. Come look. And I love when people go like, but they're the customer. They're allowed to be lazy. Yeah, sure, fair enough. But I'm going to make the same wage whether or not I step it up or not, so guess we're kind of at an impasse here. Because it comes down to this, whether this is something you really want or not, you want it way more than I want you to buy it. So, your move. I remember one time, though, I was working at a pharmacy. We sold ice cream. Where I answered the phone, I could look over and see the ice cream. And somebody called just for that, to go, "Can you go make sure you guys have some pecan praline ice cream?" And the thing is at this particular pharmacy where the phones were, they were up at the registers. I've got people waiting in line. What am I supposed to do in that situation? Am I really supposed to tell everybody who actually put in the effort to come down here, "Hey guys, sorry you gotta wait. I gotta go make sure we have the ice cream this person wants"? I'm sorry, but in my opinion, that's rude to them. So what did I do? I put her on hold. I rang up the few people in line, and whereas the ice cream I could see it, I couldn't walk over to it. I wasn't allowed to leave the register. They freak out when you do that. So I just kind of looked, saw the word pecan, and got on the phone and told her, "Yeah, we have it." Okay. Although I'll get into another one I hate is when they try to ask me what the price is over the phone, as if I'm supposed to go all the way back and look. No. But that'll be on the next one. This woman comes in, and it turns out I saw it wrong. Turns out we didn't have any pecan praline. We had butter pecan, which I know is not the same thing. And this woman goes off. "I talked to somebody on the phone, and they said you have it." Now you may be wondering, did I tell her that it was me that she talked to? No. Doesn't matter. I just told her, "Okay, well, I'm sorry. They might have misunderstood you. They might have saw butter pecan and thought it was the same thing because they were busy. Somebody might have bought the last one. I don't know." Then they love to follow up with this one. "Well, you should reimburse me for the gas I spent coming out here." Let me get my manager. That's another one we hear a lot, though. Sometimes it's because they called and asked. Sometimes it's just they came down there. But customers are so self-entitled nowadays that they actually feel like we should reimburse them gas money for coming down there. But I called the manager talked to them, and basically told them that was not going to happen. But I called, they said they had it, and I came out here for it, and you don't have it. Well, I'm sorry, but I can't reimburse you for your gas money. I get somebody told you that we have it, they obviously made an error, but it comes down to that's not something they have to do. We do it as a courtesy. So I'm sorry, but we can't just give you money because we didn't happen to have what you wanted out here. And from there, this customer just huffed and puffed and left with nothing and told us what I'm going to put into the next one. The second on the annoying customer playlist this week is when customers say what she ended up saying. I'm calling corporate. I will say this one, it's kind of funny as well as annoying when they tell us that they're going to call corporate. Because one thing funny for me, I get to find out how long has this person been working in retail. Because you can tell who's been working in retail for a few years versus who's been working there for a month or so. Because the people who work there for a month, and I giggle, but of course, me too, when I first started working in retail, we have the same reaction when they say they're going to call corporate. No. Am I going to get fired? When you've been there a couple of years, or in my case, worked different retail jobs for over 20, our reaction becomes, okay, while you're at it as an adult, you're going to put a tooth under your pillow? You're going to throw a quarter into the wishing well? Huh? You're going to wish upon a star? All these things are going to get you the same results as calling corporate. Nothing. Because I hate to break it to you, that corporate person doesn't care either. And what are they going to do anyway? That corporate person's going to call and demand somebody's fired for letting them waste 53 cents worth of gas to come down here and find out we didn't have their ice cream. Or whatever else it might be. I hate to break it to you, but even if corporate wasn't just some guy who's an hourly associate like the rest of us, they know how ridiculous you are too. First of all, most people who say they're going to call corporate, they never do. But people working at corporate, they get this crap all the time. People mad because somebody wouldn't break a policy for them, or somebody wouldn't give them a discount they shouldn't have been giving them, or just give them a refund that they really had no business giving them, or give them a cash refund even though they pay with a credit card. They hear this all the time. And as you're complaining, they're going to tell you, okay, we'll take care of it, but they know dang well that there was nothing they could do about it in the first place. So you know what they're going to do? They're going to send an email to the managers basically saying, you got a worthless complaint. Do whatever you want. Hate to break it to you. You calling corporate, that's just to make you feel better. Another thing, again, this is something that at this point in life, every retail worker is going to deal with. At some point, our registers are going to go down. Everything is computerized nowadays. The days of a big cash register that's basically just a calculator, you push the buttons, you press open, it comes out, you do the math in your head, they're gone. You know why they're gone? Because you guys keep increasing and we can't keep up with you. So I love that when people talk about, oh, we used to do the math in our head. Well, yeah, but now people want you to go faster than that. It's why they came up with the scanning barcode system. Because even though these people were good at it, they did this every day, still held up the line too much for them to add up, okay, this is $1.50, this is $1.75, this is $1.45, okay, you gave me a 20, your changes. It took too long. So they came up with things that would just tell them the total. They eventually came up with computers that would not only tell them the total, but you'd put in how much money did they pay, and it would spit it out and say, give them this much back. It's not going to change because it's quicker that way. But the drawback of this, these all being computerized, they all being connected to a network, whereas most of the time it's faster, like your computers at home. Occasionally, for no real reason, they're just going to go out. They're going to reset. They're going to have an update. Whatever happens. And during that time, we are going to have to sit here and painstakingly tell all of you, sorry, our computers are down. Now again, if it's an update, you're going to have to wait 5-10 minutes, which people act like is half their day. If it's a real problem, that may mean somebody's going to have to come out and fix it. Either way, there is nothing we can do. Yet during this thing that happens at every retail place I have ever worked, we have to hear customer after customer going, well, I'm paying cash. Okay, I'm sorry, but our registers are down. Cash. Can't I just give you the cash? It's not about whether or not you're paying cash or a card. I don't have a way to open the register. You can't just do the math in your head? Again, it's not about that. It's not about whether or not I can add it up. Which I'm not going to lie to you, I'm not a genius here. I don't know the price of everything in here. We don't put stickers on them anymore. So I'm sorry, I can't go looking around at everything you bought and find the price to it and add up all the tax and then deduct it. Even if I could do all that, I can't open the register to give you change. It's not going to open. I am not going to write down literally everything you bought with every barcode so I can put it in later so that our inventory doesn't get screwed up. I can't ring you up right now. I'm sorry. I get why this is inconvenient, but there is nothing I can do. So what am I supposed to do? Well, you can wait until it's up. You can leave and come back another day. I'm sure it will be up eventually. You can go somewhere else. That's an option. Or you can give me those items, bend over, and I can shove them up your ass. So there you have it. That's my story for you this week. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, make sure to hit like, hit subscribe, hit the little bell so you get notifications for when I post my videos, and leave a comment I can respond to in my next comment corner. Give me some other things for the annoying customer playlist. Love you guys.